And it's over to you, Siddhi.
Okay,
Yes.
perfect. Just a second. Hello everyone, hope everyone is well, and I think you're excited. How's the energy? It's good, right? Okay, perfect. Last year this time I was also going through this particular event, and I understand what you're going through. So we'll try to make this presentation fun, and we'll try to learn a lot. So I'm going to share about how my project look like, and what is the strategy of success for MSc project, getting a very good marks for a project, right? Little bit about myself. My name is Sudeep Kandel. I originally come from a small country, mountainous country, Nepal, and I'm currently working as a lead AI engineer at AWTG London. And I'm a September 2025 graduate from the University of Greenwich. I'm very glad for this university, for everything. One of the most significant module during my course was MSc project. So you must have been having to do with a lot of coursework, but MSc project is a little bit different, and it requires a structured way of approaching to it. So in my project, I developed an AI solution for real-world accessibility challenge, which I will be talking about it in the next few slides. My project title was British Sign Language Detection for University Staff. So I'll be spending around next 10 to 15 minutes explaining about my projects, and I'll take a pause and I can also take some questions. Okay. The first objective of my project was to develop an accessible platform, which is an AI-powered, easy-to-use British Sign Language learning tool with gesture recognition, real-time feedback, and gamified feature. I was also studying management of business information technology, like you, all of you. I mean, maybe there's overlap of other modules as well, but I chose to select AI solution. So you can also go towards a combination of business and AI, which is a very emerging field at the moment. Everyone is talking about it, and it's really hot in the market. The second objective is integrating into educator training. So I basically wanted to learn about deaf culture, people who are disabled. Let's say, take an example, people who are disabled and they want to communicate with me in the university setting. So I wanted to help them through my application. The third objective was reinforced learning and feedback. Basically, if I am a teacher or a university staff, I want my application to help me to learn it and maybe persist it in my let's say main memory in my mind, right? So this is a training process. That's me. The first part on the left-hand side, I don't know if it's left, yeah. Left-hand side, it's the data preparation. So we are using media pipe to collect the data. Second part is converting to array. And the third part was training. And the last part was prediction. So why I'm telling this to you is basically there would be certain kind of technical, or according to your course, there will be certain kind of steps and methodologies you need to follow for MSc project. So this was my methodology, which I'm explaining you. I'll also be playing a video for next 5 minutes, 4 minutes 30 seconds around, which will be showcasing about my product that I have developed for MSc project. This application is part of the fulfillment of my MSc project under the guidance of Professor Maria and Professor Benny Chow. So I would like to thank them personally. I think it's not audible for everyone, right? So I'll just explain it for you. I would like to first. So this is the dashboard, which you can see. So these are different kinds of accessibility. In the dashboard, you can see there's different kinds of sections. Progress dashboard, BSL fact, video tutorial, interactive quiz. So we'll quickly go over each one of it. Keep the sign language with respect to different categories. Okay, perfect. So if I want to learn about deaf culture, then deaf culture is rich and vibrant with its own traditional art, literature, and social norms. So I can learn about those kind of things or different categories which will be interesting for me. So these applications will be actually helping people to remember, learn, and also integrate with especially with people. Going forward, we see I want to learn about different kinds of sign language techniques and tutorial. I can actually read the guidelines over here. This is also part of the user experience design. And I can see, okay, how do I sign hello, right? If I click on the video, I can see, okay, this is how I sign hello. And there is an actual, explanation of how exactly we sign in. This is actually focused towards university staff, so we have only selected a few words which will be common. So we actually did extensive research before finding which are the common sign languages that would be helpful for the university staffs. So, for example, hi can be something very, very meaningful for the disabled people. Going forward, I would like to show you the gamification part of the application. So, if you see, this is the quiz challenge, which exactly helps you to remember and learn about sign language. So, if I click on different kinds of categories, maybe I like to try family and relationship. I can start this quiz. So how do you sign mother in PSL? Maybe it's how do you sign? Maybe touching your forehead in the thumb. Oh, it's incorrect. So I know it's touching your chin in the thumb. So next time when I come back, I remember this one, right? So you can actually try learning how to sign father. Maybe this one. Let's see. Oh, it's correct, right? So this is how I end. There's the explanation part, which will basically give more explanation about the particular sign, and we'll be able to remember. So if you see, it is asking any questions related to your category. This is incorrect. So when you sign the last one, you'll get the final score. If you see the final result, you have actually scored 50%, where you have one. This is the first streak of the day. There are 2 correct and 2 incorrect. And you can even see the detailed result if you want to reflect and look at it in detail. So this is the quiz please. If you also want to put the AI detection please. So this actually helps to detect about the sign. So if I press on high, so the system will start recording. When I click on the start recording, there's an instruction for the user to actually read and understand how to use this part of the application. So if I start recording with the video pop, I can actually move my hands. So this is actually a sign of hello. I can recheck if it is correct. So if I click on analyze with AI, it starts analyzing and it saw that the target sign is high and the detection sign is high. And the confidence score is 85%. It is saying that okay, good work from high sign, your gesture was clear and well executed, keep practicing. So this is very powerful for people who want to learn and practice, and it also keeps on giving feedbacks. So this is using machine learning and AI in background to give the solution. We also have chat section which helps us to answer common questions like hello, right? So it automatically knows this is similar to pretty sign language. So if you have ChatGPT similar to ChatGPT, so it will only actually focus on BSL and it will never go out of it. We want to have guardians in the system, so we only make sure that it is only following that guardian. So it automatically says that okay, hello. How do you sign hello? In English sign language, hello is signed by waving your hand side to side. It's similar to regular wave or delivery. So this is how you can actually use, and you can also see the common questions. You can click on the questions and then ask it directly like this. So for example, how do I sign please in BSL? In BSL, please is signed by text. So something like this is helpful for the user to consistently learn the application. The next section is the dashboard page, which is basically showcasing the streak, how much you have actually performed, over a period of time, if you have your friends actually working, and they want to basically compete with you, it should be a motivation for them. And that's a wrap actually. So this is a small application that we have made, and I have made for my MSc project. Thank you everyone. Perfect. So before we go to the next section, if anyone have any questions, I would like to pause for a while and maybe take any question if anyone have any. Okay. Yeah, please go ahead.
Did you have to download the software?
Sorry?
Did you have to download the software onto your own laptop?
Yes, so whatever you see here, it has been installed in my local computer. So if you saw the previous slides, you could see my face where I'm training the model. So it was from my own laptop, actually this laptop. Okay. Yeah. Any other questions? Anyone? Okay. If you have any questions, yeah. Yeah, sure.
Can you just give us a recap of where you were with your technical skills at the time of starting this? Because I remember the discussion we had. In the initial discussion with Steve, there was a bit of concern because he was an MBIT student, like everyone here. So obviously this is quite a technical project. So there was a very big discussion about what Steve wanted out of this and technical skills. So if you could just take us through where you felt and how much you learned, because you learned a lot.
Yes. So I was really excited. First of all, thanks to Professor Maria. Actually, she actually suggested, okay, you can do it. I said this is quite difficult, but I had to read through a lot of research paper. I mean, I can't tell you, and read a lot, understand the methodologies, techniques, how it is done, how other people have done something similar, not the same, obviously, and use those techniques to build the model. I had to do recursive training of the model multiple times. If you see there, that's my skin tone. So according to different skin tone, the model behaves differently because it's a machine learning model. And I was coming from MBIT course, so for me to learn, it was really a difficult thing at the beginning. But in that process, I learned a lot. And it is also helping me currently in my professional journey where I'm working. I'm using some of the techniques that I learned professionally as well. So, I mean, it's a very rewarding journey if you sincerely work hard in your project, for sure, 100%. You'll not regret the time you have spent, for sure. Yeah. If you have any questions, any one of you, because this will help you, yeah, please.
So how did you write about it and present it during the viva?
Yes. So regarding the report, it is actually one of the substantial part of the MSc project requirement. I mean, I really like technical things, but if you just ignore that part, that is going to, basically, reduce your marks. So the first step for the report was to basically, read through a lot of research paper, use university provided tools to access those research paper, take continuous feedback. That's something I did a lot. Like I really bothered my professors. I give my, literally, I used to meet them a lot, ask them questions. That was one thing which helped me a lot. And feedback is one point. Other thing is regarding the report quality. I was also following Harvard referencing. All the templates that is being provided in, if you go to the Moodle page, you will be seeing the templates. If you read through it properly, you will be able to understand how exactly it is. I mean, it's very straightforward if you just go through it. So that was the initial structure. The most important thing that I emphasize is actually taking help. First, obviously, doing some work from your side, and then taking help is something that actually helped me a lot. And initially, I started with 3,000 to 4,000 words. Slowly, I took feedback, made changes, took feedback. It was a recursive process with my professor. Also, references is very important. Making sure the references is actually accurate, and also one red flag I would say is to do a proper proposal. I mean literature review. That's very, very important actually, because if your project is actually done by something else exactly the same, then it is. I mean, it's not too good, right? So that's one thing I would suggest, to do a very extensive literature review. Yeah, that's what I did for making the report mature. Yeah, I think if you have any questions, otherwise I can go to the slide to explain you how to succeed in the MSc project. Okay, perfect. So from the day zero, that is today. So if you start from today, this is the step-by-step journey I would suggest. The first one is topic selection. I mean, whatever you do, it should actually be something you should be loving to do. Otherwise, there will be no motive to basically do it, right? So make sure the topic that you choose is something that is exciting you, and it is also very important that even though it is really, unique or innovative thing that you are trying to do, or a research that you are trying to pursue, make sure it is relevant and technically feasibly possible in next few months. Because think about it, we have very short period of time to accomplish this particular project, right? So it's difficult to do very, very complex things. So try to make sure that you are actually making sense out of it. The second point is supervisor meetings. So I'm telling this already 100 times by now, but schedule early and frequent meeting, because we try to always do things at the deadline, but as you try to rush, the quality goes down, and that will also affect your marks. But it's only not about your marks, but also about your learning, which will help you in your professional journey in the future, right? Literature review would be something which I have just mentioned, and feedback and refinement. What does refinement means here? Refinement means that it's not like you have to get your report ready in day one. No, make your half-done report, show it to your professors, and take feedbacks. They will be saying, oh, this is not right, or why don't you do something like this? Even your entire methodology would be changing, because it may not be relevant, or they would even suggest you to reach out to someone else, because they will be not knowing about that particular use cases, right? So it would really be helpful for you to basically succeed. The other one is structural planning. Since the time is very less and you have to do a lot of work, so you have to divide your work into very structured format, step by step. In my case, I basically divided my work into clear phases. First, I started with data collection. Then I designed the model. I tested it multiple times, because in the Viva date, one thing I want to tell you, I would not tell this, but people who are giving their report to someone else, if you're not doing it by yourself, you're 100% failing, for sure, for anyone who is doing that. Okay, I'm mentioning this because I really think that you can do it, and if you work hard, you'll be able to do it. The first thing is data collection, model design, testing, reporting, and demo creation. So these are the phases that will come. In Viva Date, you have to demonstrate this in front of the professor. You may also have to do code changes. If I did my code myself, I'll be able to make the change, for sure. But if someone else did it, no way, right? I have highlighted something on the bottom, which is very important in pink. That's because it's one of the most important part for the entire journey. Going forward, this is about time management. How do you manage your time, which is a key to productivity. And because I know as a student, you'll be doing 10 other things. Practically, I'm speaking. So it's very important that you actually manage your time. For the time management, the first thing is efficiency, balance, productivity, and stress. So these are the 4 things that will come. So optimizing your time for maximum result, because you are traveling to university, because I went to this journey, so I'm just explaining you that same thing. So a lot of your time goes, so you have to be very, very structured. You are also doing other work, so make sure you manage what is prior to you. Balance between work and personal life. This is something very important. Another one is productivity. Quality is more important than quantity. So if you do less but you do very good thing, quality solution for your project, it's more valuable is what I think. And planning helps to reduce stress, because, for example, if you plan your project beforehand, you don't have to face the last minute pressure. So yeah, that's one thing. Going forward, identifying the priority, set goals, categorize tasks, and use the Eisenhower matrix. Okay, this is something very interesting that I actually discovered while I was working on my MSc project. If you see on the top right corner, so you can see important and urgent, right? So if something is very important with your MSc project and urgent, do it immediately. Let's say reaching out to professor, you see that this would help you to actually solve half of your problem. Something that is important but not very urgent, decide and schedule a time. Something that is not important but urgent, you can take help from someone to give the feedback, maybe reach out to someone who is specialized. Let's say I'm doing a machine learning, an AI solution, but I'm not an expert in that. I didn't study that. I'm studying MBIT. So I'll reach out to industry professional or professor who is from data science, machine learning, and I'll reach out to them and say, Professor, what do you think about this, right? Yeah. I would say you're paid for this. I would say in that way. So you have to utilize it. I would never miss it, right? So this is a strategy that you can use. The other one is planning techniques. So I want to manage my time, but how do I actually implement it, right? So there are various kinds of planning techniques. First one is creating a to-do list. Sounds simple. Everyone has Notes app, Google Notes, Apple Notes, etc. But it's very effective when you actually think, okay, today I'll do this for MSc project. Okay, I'll do, like if you keep a to-do list, you'll be saying, okay, this is completed, this is completed. Scheduling time. This is something that will help you right now and professionally also. So schedule time for tasks and events when required. Time blocking. Professors are very busy. I mean, they have lectures. There's so many things on their plate. So make sure you actually schedule time beforehand, maybe a week before, to let them know, okay, I would like to have a call. And also make sure you put your agenda in the meeting, because I mean, that's a practice which is very, very important to set expectation for the other, recipient as well. There's something called as getting things done. It's a method which these all methods which I'm mentioning is scientifically proven to help you to manage your time. So it's called GTD, which are the simple 5 techniques for more productive MSc projects. So first one is capture. You have a lot of idea. Initially you'll have a lot of idea. I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to make this app, that app. Put down all the ideas, capture it, clarify it, make it like jot it down to smaller steps, then organize it. What is important, what is possible, what is not possible. Just make it structure, then review it, maybe take help from a professor, maybe ask them, is this possible to complete in the next few days or few months, or depending upon your schedule. And then you start doing the work. Don't directly go into work, okay, I found a title and I think this is good. Yeah, that's it, no. Okay. Yeah, so this is something I think everyone will be relating, managing your distraction. Although how much soever structured you are, you need to manage this part of, at least for 1 year you try to give your 100% for this. I did it, I gave my 100% for this, for sure. Identify distraction. I'll tell you the fact, I mean, it's informal, but I'll just mention it. I deactivated Instagram for 7 months actually, those were this. Set time limits. And also create a work zone. It's always a good idea to sit in a space for your MSc project, for any coursework, where you just study and spend time. Maybe if you go to library, but everyone has their own style, so maybe depends. Someone study better in a library, someone study better in an isolated environment, right? This is something which is very effective, which is called as Pomodoro technique. If you have ever heard of it, anyone ever heard of Pomodoro? Would you like to raise your hands? Okay, perfect. There are few people who have. So Pomodoro technique is a technique where you study for 25 minutes or do anything for 25 minutes constantly without taking break. And then you take 5 minutes break because you want to refresh. And then again you repeat it continuously for 3 cycles. So this helps you to think better because you are fresh and your creative minds get activated. And study says, and there's a research that says that you can focus for 45 to 50 minutes maximum continuously. So yeah, taking a quick break would help you to basically succeed in your MSc project. And these are the success techniques. Identify difficult tasks. Find the tasks which are difficult. Choose the right person. And this is something new maybe, for you. Let's say I got some idea from my professor. That's good, but I want to also think about how I can utilize these knowledge and get a different perspective. So what I did was I used to reach out to people from industry. I was very active in LinkedIn, reaching out to people, asking them questions. What do you think about this idea about sign language detection? How do you guys do it in your company? How do you use this technique? I was using machine learning techniques, so I was asking them these kind of questions. Also, whenever reach out to people, make clear instruction and objective. And after you do all these techniques, make sure you monitor your progress, right? I have a couple of slides, and I'll also take questions after that. So, overcoming procrastination, right? I mean, today I'll do this, but you feel lazy or something. So, make sure you actually take care of these things. Understanding the causes. Why exactly do we procrastinate? Set small goals. Break larger tasks into smaller, manageable parts. Right? Larger tasks looks like, oh, I can't do it, right? For your MSc project, let's say you have selected a very difficult topic. At least initially it may look like, but if you break down and structure it into small section, you'll be like, okay, I think I can do this part first of all, and then I can actually, do the next part slowly. You'll be able to see that, okay, overall I did a good job, right? So I think that's a good technique to stop procrastination. Use a 2-minute rule. If a task can be done in 2 minutes, do it right now. 2 to 3 minutes, just right now. You don't procrastinate. And reward and consequences. This is a thing that I think it's good to try. Reward yourself for completing your task and set consequences for not finishing them, right? So it really helps for stopping procrastination. So these are the evaluation and adjustment technique where you review your performance after applying all this technique, how exactly you are performing. Is it even, these techniques are helping you to succeed in your MSc project? Are you progressing or not? Try to evaluate. And some of the technique that I mentioned may not be relevant for you. Maybe, try to see if it is actually helping. Some of them will be actually helping you very much. So try to adapt according to that. And the most important thing is keep learning. Read plenty of articles, research paper. I would say this is the most important part of your time, because after you get a job you will not be able to spend time to research, read, and learn very quickly. You'll be so busy that you'll not get time for that. So spend this time very, very effectively. So what's the call to action for all of us, if we wish to, is to apply these techniques for your MSc project. Set priorities. I'm just mentioning the most important part. And evaluate regularly if you are able to, progress. If you are not able to progress, don't feel shy to seek help. Reach out to professor, reach out to industry, reach out to anyone who would, whoever is able to help, right? Yep. So that's the wrap for time management. I would like to take question if you have any for the time management techniques or anything you would like to ask for that, part. Okay, please go ahead. Okay, so I think I love what I do. I mean, I really love it. It's something that I really love to do. And this was a new country. I just came last year, and I mean, for me, I wanted to succeed. That was something that I really wanted to do. From day one, I think I was 100% focused. I was attending all my class. I had forest in my attendance. It was all green. I was talking to professor, really bothering them a lot. Professor Maria, I bothered a lot. Like asking them difficult questions. That was something that because engagement helps, otherwise you'll feel sleepy. I mean, really, you'll feel sleepy like this. Engagement helps you to think more analytically and deeply. So that was one of the strategies that helped me. Being consistent about it, I was applying job in the background. Like I was not even starting. It was just first month of my university, and I was always going to events. I mean, once I landed here, after 3 days, I went to Microsoft just for the event to learn about AI and machine learning. Learning about business, how they do it, because I wanted to thrive in that direction, and consistency is the only key that I've learned. Yeah. Any questions?
Can I ask you to give some advice to students who maybe feel they don't have technical knowledge? Where do they start? How do they assess themselves? How do they discuss that with their supervisor?
Yes. So if you don't have technical knowledge, the first thing is to identify and, like I mentioned earlier, what are the things that you don't know. First you should understand what you don't know and what you know, right? And try to, I would say, AI tools are really helpful to basically, I use it. I use it for my help, not to obviously, use it in my thing, but to learn. Like previously I used to use Google. I use AI because it helped me to basically learn things. I quickly learn it. Then whatever the technical knowledge I don't have, I try to reach out to people who are expert in that. Basically, if someone is expert in AI, I'll try to reach out to maybe machine learning professors, right? If I'm choosing to do UI UX design, maybe Figma design or some prototype or something, I'll try to basically reach out to professor who is teaching that. First thing, that is how I'll do. And definitely 99% of the time they will be helping us. If that's not possible, I go to LinkedIn. I reach out to industry professional to basically, that will help me in 2 ways. One, to connect with them, because job market is really brutal right now. And if you prepare from day one today, in next 6 months, 7 months, you'll have a good network, which will help you to get a good job, right? So those were the techniques that I used to do. And technically, I was always focused on, trying to learn about something that is new and up to date in the current thing, and reading a lot of research paper, because research paper is telling a lot about how, and if I don't understand, I go to ChatGPT, ask quickly what it means, and if I don't understand, I ask professor, okay, what do you think, what exactly it is trying to say? So that was my strategy personally, but everyone has their own.
I'm going to add to that, Sadiq. So Sadiq was doing his project during the summer break, while generally the staff went to take a break as well, but Sadiq was really reaching out. He wasn't afraid to ask questions. He's very curious, he's very ambitious, he wanted to learn, so even though this may look like a problem, it was difficult. Right?
Yeah, so difficult.
But he was constantly working on it, and at that time I was doing my own research, so I completed my PhD very recently. And then Sadiq was there, he was really on our case saying, I want to meet with you, I have these questions, and he would come to the meetings prepared with what he's done since the last time we met, which could be 3 days ago or 5 days ago or last week. He was very consistent, which is how you do a successful project. So don't be afraid to ask questions, don't be afraid to reach out to your project supervisor, because we're there, we want to help you, but we can only help you if you are willing to also do what is necessary from your side. And Sadiq was really embodying that. So
yeah, thank you so much, Professor. I always used to make a presentation before reaching out to Professor actually, so that it's easy to discuss quickly. That will save their time and my time as well. I have very less time to discuss a lot of things, so I'll just take a few minutes, which will be very, very helpful. I mean, this will be really, really helpful for you. And I requested professors separately for this because I don't know when I'll come back, but I want to really give back to all of you. Like, listen very carefully, this part of it at least. So this is about, how do you get a job after, basically what is the strategy to get a job, professional job related to your field. So along with your project, you can spend some time to have a strategy ready to get a job. This job sub strategy is, first step is to have a strong online presence. Make sure all your, LinkedIn, GitHub, if you are a programmer or if you are into that field, all the active social link which is related to job is active and you are maintaining it very well. Your expertise is with you until and unless it's reach out to the job provider. And this is not for everyone, okay? People who are planning to get a job, people who want to start a startup, do other things, PhD, it's a separate story, but I just wanted to mention this quickly for next 3 to 4 minutes. Also, keep on applying for jobs. Even right now, look for internship, reach out to people, message them through LinkedIn. LinkedIn is the key, it helps. You'll get to know, at least you'll learn something, right, from them. And keep on messaging. Do you have any apprenticeship? Do you have any internship opportunity? What do you do? Even if you don't want to ask those questions, ask them, what do you do currently in your company? Just have a normal chit chat, which will at least give you a little bit idea. This is my current portfolio. So if you have some time, you can just make your portfolio website. This shows that you are trying one step harder than other applicants. And make sure your LinkedIn is really good. I keep my LinkedIn very, very active and keep on posting things which is interesting me, like something related to AI, machine learning, and everything is something that really interests me. So you can keep on posting those things. Make sure you update all the thing, and people who are having time, do licenses, do extra project if you can. Try to, if your time permits, obviously don't digress from MSc project, but if time permit and if you're able to manage efficiently, try to do other things. Ask for recommendation from other people whom you have previously worked with, even your professor. If you have if you have done a substantial amount of work, it's good to take feedback and put your recommendation over there. That shows that you're working harder, right? So networking strategy. This is something which I think we miss. So I used to tell my friends, come on, let's go to events. That was my fun time. Going to events, you meet many people who are industry professional, and they give their feedbacks. They present their whole thing. It is free, by the way, guys. I mean, you can just go to apps like Meetup and Luma, and you can search for the events that's currently there. Also, keep on messaging people. Seek for mentorship. There's a portal in university which I'll showcase in a few seconds, which will help you to do mentorship. There's an employment service in the university as well. This is very important. I mean, this part is so important. Your resume and cover letter. So no one knows who you are until and unless someone sees your resume. That's the first point of contact for the employer. So keep your resume very short, to the point. Don't make it too complicated. I was talking to Professor Maria, and I was telling her that when people put their resume, they put Python, C++, Java, and everything, right? Try to see your specialization and make it structured. If you are into UI UX designing, because in your MBIT you'll have one module, and other courses also, make sure you put all the keywords. And other techniques are like using cover letter to send personalized messages. So keep on applying and keep on doing these things. It really helps. This is an example of my resume, just to showcase you how exactly I'm structuring it. I made it very simple, it gave me around 10 to 12 interviews easily, I mean, when I was a student, actually. Yeah. So, yeah. Also, this is something very important. University of Greenwich also provide free employment support, where you can, basically take help from. This includes free support even after you get graduation. After the graduation for 2 years, you can scan the link. Yeah. Now, last few minutes for Q&A. Any question from anyone? Please go ahead. Sorry?
Came from. So the one you studied here or before? Before? Yeah. What did you study before you came?
Oh, okay. So before I came here, I did my engineering in computer science. I did a computer science degree. Yeah, before. That's it. Any more questions? This is the last slide. After that, this is the last slide where I can where you can ask questions if you wish to. Okay, if not, this is my contact link. If anyone wishes to connect professionally, this is my LinkedIn link. You can just scan it. And I'm grateful for Professor Maria for inviting me. Thank you so much.
We're grateful for you agreeing to come. Did you all get the QR code in case you want to connect with Sudeep going forward? Right, thank you very much, Sudeep. Thanks everyone for participating and being patient. So Sudeep didn't emphasize that, but he was actually studying 2 MSCs while he was studying here. He was also doing another one there. You perhaps noticed that in his, you can see there in his CV. So he's a very organized person, very ambitious, and I'm really grateful he could come and talk to you today. Are there any other questions on the project topic that you'd like to ask? Okay.